There we go. Wasn't recording at first. Little worrying. So if there's a couple of seconds of me sitting there staring, then do apologise. Yeah. Why is my AVG thing coming up while I'm doing this? Ugh. Anyway, yeah. So it is 2:50 a.m. I am somewhere between very tired from not sleeping properly for a couple of days and kind of wired because I washed down a bag of wine gums and a bag of jelly babies, washed down with a big bottle of Mountain Dew after having a stack of about a dozen pancakes covered in toffee sauce. So, yeah. I really need to stop doing these things as soon as I get in from a early preview showing of something. I tend to not make much sense. The ones I do in the middle of the day don't make sense. Ow, fuck it. Yeah, so with that in mind, what better way to start talking about Deadpool? Deadpool! Well, it is if you sort of, yeah. Deadpool! Yeah. Dead fet. I just with the opening credit sequence, I loved it. That's all. You can go see it, watch the opening credits and the first 2 or 3 minutes of the film and leave, and it will still be amazing. I genuinely can't think of anything wrong with Deadpool. I was trying to go into it cautiously, but at the same time I had nothing but blind faith that I was going to love this film, and was just really, really hoping it wouldn't let me down. And no, it's almost certainly the best comic book film ever. You know, at the very least, in the last 10 years. You know, sort of whatever you thought of Avengers and Dark Knight, this is just better. It's kind of, it's the character that's most true to the comics, and it's which I mean, Ryan Reynolds is a huge Deadpool geek. The writers and producers and sorry about that. The writers and producers and that are like Deadpool geeks. So it was kind of made by fans for fans, and they know their shit. It's that simple. They know their shit when it comes to Deadpool, and I genuinely can't say enough good things about this film. I was so ready for it to actually kind of disappoint. I went into it, I say, with complete blind faith. Sort of nothing could possibly be wrong with this film. But at the same time, I was kind of expecting there to be something wrong with this film. And no, just he gets it. He just really fucking gets it. Deadpool was perfect. Colossus and Mega Sonic Teenage Warhead, they're perfect. The fourth wall breaks are genius, and bordering on Inception levels at times. You'll understand. Yeah, it just the all the characters were just had pretty much the perfect person playing them. You know, it was I'm just, well, if nothing else, I don't remember ever laughing that much during a film. It's, you know, I mean, even the stuff that was in all the trailers, you know, like the probably the majority of the first hour is the stuff from the first trailer and the leaked footage and all that stuff, you know, on the freeway. But seeing it in the film in context, it was still so funny, and just the way that they spend, you know, I mean, I really want to talk about this film so much, but if I talk about it too much, then it ends up getting into sort of spoiler territory, and I kind of go out of my way to avoid spoilers for you guys, because, well, yeah, there's a lot of dickheads out there that will just, you know, oh, you know, the film's not out till tomorrow, but I saw an advanced screening. This is how it ends. And those people, those sorts of fucking bags of fucking cock tips need to be just wiped off the planet. It's that simple. Just wiped off the face of the planet. And then all will be right with the world. But yeah, I have I have some new insults for people, like calling them a cockfistle, and yeah, bag of dick tips, and yeah, one of the guys that came to see it with me is now going to be terrorizing his friends and family with hashtag drive-by. Again, you'll understand. Yeah, I just, at the end of the film, I genuinely wanted to just get up and start clapping the thing. You know, it was just, everything about it was just brilliant. I actually can't wait to see it again. But yeah, oh, bit of an itch. Sorry, should edit things like that out, but minimum effort. But yeah, I say it's just the way it, you know, as well as like the fourth wall breaks and things, it just takes the piss out of other Fox-owned superheroes and makes little references. You know, the like okay, I want to give an example, but it will be a little bit of a spoiler, not a massive one, just a little bit of one. I'm just trying to think which one's the best one of the two. Actually, the one that I wanted to do, I can't remember the exact line that leads up to it, but it involves Wolverine origins and a prized possession. That is all I will say. You have to see the film and remember what I just said for that to make any sense. Okay? Cool. But yeah, just in the opening credits, it has like, you know, sort of starring hottest man alive, you know, a CGI character, a gratuitous cameo, and you know, a moody teenager. Instead of having like the actors' names and that, it just has, you know, a little description of them, and it's great. You know, Oh no, actually, good example of the little references and things they make. At one point, Colossus says to him, so we will take you to the professor, and he's like, wait, which one, McAvoy or Stewart? And it's like, well played. You just there's little pops like that. There's little. Obviously, from the trailers, we know that don't make the super suit green or animated, and that's not the only Green Lantern bit. But yeah, whatever. Yeah. And there's even. I mean, there are probably some others that I'm forgetting about, but there is one quite major reference to a non-Fox owned Marvel property. See if you can spot it. It's a little Easter egg. Stan Lee has possibly his best cameo since they started making these the sort of modern era Marvel films, except for maybe the cut one from Spider-Man, where he's selling sunglasses. He's like, "Hey kids, come on, buy these sunglasses. They're like the ones they wore in the X-Men." And then they cut it, and I don't know why. But yeah, this is like the best Stan Lee cameo. I feel like I should stop because otherwise I'm gonna just start pretty much reciting the film. But just I feel like sequels of it are possibly going to be a bit of a letdown after this, because this film is just so perfect. It's like it was supposed to be a way of saying sorry for what they did with Deadpool in Origins, but this is kind of like it apologizes, then takes the original version that they tried and then wipes its ass with it. It's that kind of feel, and it's just brilliant. But I there are probably other bits that I'm forgetting as well, but I loved it. Also, if you're familiar with Team Headkick and the Deadpool rap they did when the game came out, let's just say the film has an interesting and at times quite bizarre soundtrack. Some of the songs you will have heard in various trailers, but it's just brilliant. So I haven't laughed that much during a film possibly ever. Usually when people ask for what my favourite films are, it's things like Jaws, Ghostbusters, obviously, Italian Job. My favourite films tend to be, for the most part, from when I was really little or before I was born. I think from one watch, Deadpool has possibly jumped onto my list of favourite films ever. It's definitely my favourite comic book film, because just the violence and pretty much everything is just so over the top, but at the same time so perfect that I just it's pretty much all I can say, really. Um, yeah. But yeah, you have to see it many times. If you try seeing it in Stalford, you don't look old enough and you haven't got ID, you're going to have a bad time. Just saying. Little warning for you. Yeah, it's just, it's a perfect comic book film. Ugh. Yawn and an itchy nose. Fun times. But yeah, it is just the best, like, purest to the source material comic book film, because it is like a comic book coming to life. You know, it's kind of like Avengers and things like that are relatively grounded in reality. Yeah, fuck reality. Yeah, let's say this crazy shit. There are 2 bits at the end of the credits, and for the first half at least, the credits themselves are worth staying for, even if you don't stay till the very end. Just the end credits until the name of the film comes up, it's worth staying for that, because that was funny as fuck. But yeah, go see it. Yeah, Valentine's Day coming up. Why not? It's technically a love story. You know, it's just, people being skewered and decapitated as well. But it's basically a romantic film. Yeah, so go see it, and then see it many more times, and then your life will feel complete. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully I didn't go into boring ramble too much, but probably did. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like it if you liked it. Subscribe, all the rest of it. Really hope to see you next time. For now, this is Randomman signing off. Yeah. Ta-ta.